Hi, you two. Very happy to be back with Sky Kiwi. I regret that that episode made a lot of Chinese New Zealanders feel that they were being unfairly targeted. A lot of money from China and a lot of investment was coming into the domestic real estate market. Now, most people, I think, agree that's what was happening. It's common understanding and common knowledge. And I wanted to point to that and to show people that's what was happening. Not to blame Chinese New Zealanders. It's not about
Chinese foreign buyers.
Yes. Today, it's money from China that is flooding into real estate markets in Sydney and Melbourne, Vancouver, Auckland. Tomorrow, it could be another country altogether. So this question of capital flows around the world, this is the modern world that we live in. This is what happens. We should protect the interests of our people in this community to be able to have affordable housing. Yes, we do. We want to see foreign direct investment in the building of new homes and apartments in New Zealand. I've had a lot to do in recent times with the Chinese Building Industry Association. We value that relationship. There are some very, very good companies there. We welcome offshore investment in new developments that add to supply, but we don't want to see foreign investment into the existing housing stock. If you have the right to live and stay in this country, then you have the right to buy, unrestricted right to buy residential property. If you're not someone who has the right to live in New Zealand, then you don't have the right to buy existing homes. And the reason for that is that, you know, we're a tiny country. If you take our tiny little residential housing stock and you put it in a global market, it's very difficult for New Zealanders to compete with offshore investors who have deep pockets. And that means that the prices of New Zealand homes are being set by the investment decisions of people who live on the other side of the world. And we don't think that's good for the country. We want to encourage businesses that build things, that make things, that provide services, that create jobs and exports, and really to grow wealth and prosperity in New Zealand. The real estate market is just about transferring wealth from one thing to another, from one generation to another. The growth in house prices and the capital gain on residential property in the last 20 years has been a transfer of wealth from the younger generation to my generation, to people who own property. It's been a transfer of wealth from renters to owners, from tenants to landlords, from poor people to rich people. That is bad for New Zealand. It's grown the gap between the rich and the poor. It's not a healthy way to run our society. So that's why we need reform, it's why we need change, it's why we want to increase the supply and turn down the demand. And so the question of foreign buyers, it's just one part of the demand equation. For KiwiBuild, this is a policy that we've been talking about for more than 5 years. We're actually building affordable homes, and now the balloting process has begun. So for the first 18 homes at McLennan in Papakura in South Auckland, the ballot is underway. And actually this week in Onehunga, we also announced a new apartment development. We're delivering KiwiBuild in a number of different ways. So one of them is that we are redeveloping Housing New Zealand property and in the process of modernising the housing stock, we're building new state houses, but we're also, in amongst these new developments, building affordable KiwiBuild homes and also homes to be sold on the open market. So that's one of the ways. The other way that we are building KiwiBuild homes is what we call our Buying Off the Plans initiative. And the Onehunga development is a good example of this. If those units don't sell, if the developer can't sell them, we underwrite them and we promise to buy them at a certain price. Now what that does is that it gives the developers more certainty. With KiwiBuild, the government is getting in the market and saying, we choose to build affordable homes because that's what people need. And this way we can change the mix of housing in the market. Now in the years 3, 4, 5, we're going to rely on large-scale urban development projects. That's a way of doing urban development that New Zealand has hardly seen before. It's common in many bigger cities overseas. I think in Auckland, most of the Kiwi-built homes will be apartments, townhouses, terraces, medium density at least. The trouble is that in Auckland, the land is so expensive. It's very hard to build a typical standalone suburban home at an affordable price. These Kiwi-built homes, they're not subsidised. The government is not subsidising them. We're just choosing to build homes at the lower quartile, the lower 25% of prices. A generation ago, about a third of all new homes that were being built were in that lower 25%. Now it's less than 5%. Builders and developers are choosing to build expensive homes, $1.2 million, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. They make more profit like that. So you can't blame them, that's a commercial decision they're making. But we believe the market has failed, and that's why the government is stepping in through KiwiBuild. There's lots of demand in the market, but it's very hard for the industry to meet the demand and to raise its output. And so that's one of the reasons why we are working on a workforce strategy. We need to recruit skilled people from overseas. The second thing is that we need to do better in New Zealand at training our young people here for jobs. There are great jobs in the construction industry, engineering, construction, but don't forget we're going to be building lots and lots of these homes. That will change the market. The other thing is that there may be some instances where if people were to sell those houses straight away, they would make a windfall profit. That's why under the KiwiBuild rules, they will have to make a commitment. They have to live in the house for 3 years. They can't rent it out. So, and if they do, then they will pay back a share of the capital gain or the profit they make. We never want to see house prices crash. That would destroy a lot of wealth, and it would create hardship for a lot of families who have worked hard to own their own home. But we want to stabilise the market, saying, well, the housing market has slowed down. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. We cannot treat the housing market as just an investment commodity. It's not. The housing market is what gives us places to live, that provide shelter and allow us to live good, healthy lives. If we treat housing just as an investment commodity, our children will never be able to live in this city in affordable homes. So we have to have a more human and a more rounded understanding of housing and the housing market. Success will be if the house prices stay still or even go down a little bit and incomes go up. That will be success.